Welcome to Fort Collins, Colorado, home to the Colorado State Rams, settled at just over 5,000 feet, and we have a game that will live up to the altitude. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Colorado State Rams. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Colorado State's offense takes the field. And here comes their leader, Jesse. He just has a way of elevating everybody's play.
And he's a point guard, too. So good at distributing the football, finds the open guys, and he makes this offense go.
Makes it go, and just, you can trust him. Everything is available. You're not playing with one arm behind your back. You've got all guns blazing.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10 after the previous play. On the ground, it's Morrow. Oh, he dropped it! And the defense grabs it, and they're taking it the other way.
And, man, you know this guy dreamed of starting this game off right and running the football and positive and being the guy throughout the day, not coughing it up on the first carry. Going to have some resilience because he's going to get more totes, and he's got to make sure he's ready for them.
Offense set on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed over the middle, it's key. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Just trying to power it ahead. They pick up 5. Ball spotted at the 12. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Give to the back. Tackle is made after the 1st down.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the 1st down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-lines play.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. From the gun, running back gets the give. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. And the Rams racing to the line in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Fowler Nicolosi. It's complete to the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Now on 1st down for this offense.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. They try to pop a run on the draw. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes. So after the big run, they tried to hit him with a pass. Would you have gone back to the run there?
I think now, yeah. Of course, now looking back, I'm going to go, yeah, I should have run after you've taken the sack. I like mixing it up, but if my offense is going to sit there and lean on people and we're good at running the football, then don't be afraid to do that more often.
The Rams will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. On the move, it's Brown. He gets a block. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's going to run it. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Scanning the field, it's Vandergrift. Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
Man, you cannot coach this to quarterbacks. Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. As soon as he felt the lane, he was gone.
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky!
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy pitch and catch.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want, because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. On the return, it's Brown. The special teams proving worthy of their name. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. After giving up the punt return for the score, let's see if they have an answer on the kickoff. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And the returner will be knocked down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The give. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter.
Loses 3. Second down coming up.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Now they'll run the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They try to go draw, but there's just way too much penetration in the middle of the offensive line, and that the offense has a negative play.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
And the Rams will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets it away from his own end zone. Bringing it back, it's Brown. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Off the play fake on first down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. And the Wildcats will try to punch it in on first and goal. Trying to slam in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Kentucky.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you know what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. This is a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Fowler DiColosi. Oh, picked off. Got the room to run. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Wildcats! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead.
That makes the score Kentucky 35.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part.
He's going to throw deep right side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
This quarterback is so lucky that ball wasn't picked off. Of course, he threw a pick on the last drive, and this one the defender dropped. This quarterback's got to get his act together.
Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. He's got his man. Makes the catch and knocked down. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
The Rams decide to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll bring it back. It's Brown. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Looking to pass. It's Vandergriff. Headed to the end zone. And he's finally forced out of bounds. Another 1st down, and he has just been running wild on this defense. This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Kentucky!
Man, oh man, what a day. His 3rd touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything, and padding those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, that's a good day.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away.
Set to advance on the football.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Quarterbacks don't have high completion percentages from their backs. It's been really hard for this QB to get in any kind of rhythm. We got to change something up here. We got to do something different because right now it's just a sack party.
Getting some heat. Oh, and the ball squirts out near their own goal line. How about that alert play from the defense to scoop it up? And not much else could go wrong. A defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way.
They fake it, and he'll try to run it in. They're not going to get there. Tried to sneak it in for the 2, and they'll get 0 instead. They're out there to kick it off. The return team must rivet that ball to their rib cage. Can't afford another turnover. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Rams will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Running it back, it's Brown. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Feeling some heat. He's going to take off. At the 20, he's got space. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And the extra point was good. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. From inside the 15, here comes the return. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Fort Collins. And it'd be easy to say these 2 offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. And with that, let's send it back to our team at sunny Lubick Field.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Rams will boot it away to start the second half. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Quarterback gets past the marker. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Vandergrift. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
It's first down from the 11. Handoff from the gun. Brought down after a 5-yard gain down to the 7.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Touchdown, Wildcats! And the pummeling has started. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They put together an 81-yard drive, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The run from the shotgun. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. Line is set on 3rd down. To throw, it's Fowler Nicolosi. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the ball is picked off. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. Oh, man, thought he had the interception, but the official rules gained too much of an advantage, so wave off the turnover and give up the yardage. It'll be first down. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Looking to pass on second down.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Great protection, and down the middle it goes. Fires it into a crowd, and it's picked off.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one. 3rd and long, they dial up the perfect coverage, and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it up.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
As a defensive end, trust me, I was a defensive end, I can tell you, you start getting a little lathered up. Now you got your second sack. It's only the 3rd quarter. Your eyeballs are getting big. This is going to be one of those days. I'm going to get me 3. I'm going to get me 4. Shoot, I might even get me 5.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
It's a little demoralizing, too, I think, if you're on defense, because it looked like you had him, right? 3rd down, everybody's getting ready for a big sack. They're pinning their ears back, trying to get upfield. You just can't make the play. Quarterback's able to escape. He doesn't get the first down, but he did get nice.
They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. From the gun to give, looking for room. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Fires to the middle. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Looking for more room. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Kentucky! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. From inside the 15, here's the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Yeah, that was a good play on the ball, getting his hand up and getting the tip, getting the deflection. Ball bounces up in the air, falls to the ground, incomplete pass.
Pressure coming. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 1st down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Trying to make magic with his feet. When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the 1st down with your feet can be. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Zings it complete to the right. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a 1st down.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
He wants it all. Touchdown, Wildcats! And the stomping has commenced.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And the extra point splits the upright. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do...
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
0 points on the day. That's really all you have to say about this offense. It's been a struggle fest. They've been riding the struggle bus. They haven't done anything right today.
Finds his target down the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He lofts one down the sideline. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to
Fires deep toward the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking downfield, it's Vandergrift. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. The defense scoops it up, and they're bringing it back.
And, man, I love my quarterbacks that want to make plays and make those big plays and scramble around and get away from people, but you got to tuck that football away. When you're going to run through arm tackles and people are around you diving, make sure you got that thing locked up. He didn't. Defense took advantage of it.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. It's another safety. Can you believe this? 2nd of the game.
And that's the exclamation point right there. It's been a bad day, man. This offense, they're going to have to find some answers over the next couple weeks, especially the next week at practice, of who they are, what their identity is, because all they've done today is struggle around and now give up points.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rubble. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And, man, it can be dangerous when quarterbacks get outside the pocket. They can stress your defense so bad. You better chase them. You got to keep running as hard as you can and try to get to him before he can throw that football, and especially square those shoulders up. Nice job by the defense continuing to pursue, even though he got outside the pocket.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Heaves it deep, and he's got it inside the 35. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
He'll take another shot here. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down, still trying to execute their offense, still trying to make big plays, and they've had a great day so far.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. The quarterback takes a knee. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Back to throw, it's Vandergrift. He'll pull it down. Quarterback gets the 1st down. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
These 3rd downs, man, they're critical down in distances. When you have mobile quarterbacks, it's just so great to know that, 1, they can get it throwing it for your offense, but 2, if it's not there, they can take off and scramble and generate big plays as well. This guy now, because of his athleticism, he's got the offense knocking on the door inside the opponent's 10-yard line.
Touchdown, Kentucky! And the beatdown has ensued.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Extra point.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run.
Colorado State, 0.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. Well, it has been a brutal day for this offense. In fact, David, they've put the O into offense, as in 0.
So bad.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now...
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA